Good afternoon, Facebook. Hope everybody's having a good 3-day weekend, kicking off, living your best life. I wanted to come to you to discuss something that I posted on my page not too long ago. So I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this or not, but dealerships in Dallas have sent multiple mailers out with these cards. Basically, you have an opportunity to win a gift, and mostly they just want you to come in and make a purchase of a new vehicle. So it's kind of bait to try to get you to come in. And the way this has happened with me in the past is I've gotten these cards all lot, and I go to the dealership, mainly the Ford dealership in Garland, and I go out there and my validation number doesn't match one of the numbers on the board, so of course I don't win a prize. They give me, I do win the complimentary prize, which is the then at the Garland Ford with lottery tickets. No biggie. You know, I get a lottery ticket, I may win a couple of dollars, or I even may win big. It's no biggie. So recently I started getting them from Cooley Nissan on LBJ here in Dallas, Texas. And the previous two that I got, I go in, none of my numbers match. I didn't win any prize on the scratch off, so I got like this little cheap what do you call it, smartwatch, no name brand smartwatch. I just threw them away. I weren't gonna use them because they were cheap, no name brand. So I got one the other week, and I'll post the photo of the card when I post this video. In the video, I mean on the card, in the top left hand corner, it clearly states, it gives you a 5-digit number. Match this number with any number in the scratch area and win the prize. So my number was, I can't recall what the number was, but I have that and it'll be posted also. In the number, in one of the undercover scratches was my number. So beside the box that my number was in, it says that I would win a $1,000 Amazon gift card. Okay. On the right side of the card was a spot for the validation code that I will go in to see if my number is on the board. Great. I won this $1,000 Amazon gift card. Now, in the body, at the bottom of the instructions of how to win, it clearly states in all capital letters, no purchase necessary to claim or win prize. So here I am thinking, okay, I'm going down to this dealership and I'm going to go get this car. They're going to try to put me in a new car. I had just purchased a brand new 2019 Infiniti QX60. The last thing I wanted was another car, and I hadn't had the car a full month. Actually, I had only had it 2 weeks. It only had 900 miles on it. So, and I had about almost a month. I had about 900 miles on it. So, in arriving at the dealership, the gentleman sees, you know, they take my information down about my vehicle and my address, email address, and all of that stuff. And then, are you interested in another car? And I said, no, I'm not interested in a car. Well, what kind of car do you drive? And, you know, he looks outside and he sees what I pulled up in. And so it's no biggie. He said, okay, I'll go and see if your number matches the board. On the scratch thing, he just totally ignores the scratch that I do have a winning card here for this $1,000 Amazon gift card. He comes back and says, you don't have the winning number. And I said, the scratch off right here clearly says that I have the winning number for this $1,000 gift card. I may not have the grand prize winning number, but I have this $1,000 gift card winning. He comes back, no, that's not what that means. What do you mean that's not what it means? He said, no, that was just to get you here to see if you, that gives you, what did he say? That gives you a space to come here to see if you win the grand prize. No, it doesn't. Me receiving the card gives me the opportunity to come here to see if my grand prize number matches the board. But be that as it may, he comes and gives me this little complimentary $100 gift card, which is not technically not a gift card. because you have to spend money to use it. For example, it's to a bunch of restaurants I had never even heard of. You got to go online and look up these restaurants. And these restaurants, if you spend $25, you may get $2 off. That $2 is subtracted from the $100 on the gift card. So to me, that's not a gift card. That's you spending money. So it's like a discount card. That's basically what I looked at it as. So anyway, I contacted the dealership, had someone, I post all over social media, someone in one of the offices inboxed me asking me about my complaint, and I let him know, and he said, okay, I'll submit this to management for you, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, great, cool beans. So I'm starting to get all these calls from Clay Cooley Chevrolet now, where they are trying to get me in a new car because they're saying that they've got notification that I'm interested in purchasing a vehicle. No, I'm not. I want you to settle up with me what you owe me, which is a $1,000 Amazon gift card. So anyway, long story short, I filed with the BBB and everything. So now Clay Cooley has responded to my complaint saying that they offered me a $500 gift card, which was a lie. They said that I caused quite a disturbance in their showroom floor, which was another lie. And they said that the instruction says that I had to have the validation number to win the prize. That's not what the instruction said. On the BBB is a copy of the fine print and the card itself. And I enlarged the fine print so people can read it. So my thing to them now is, not only are you not going to give me my card, my $1,000 gift card, but you are now lying on me and slandering my name by saying that I created a disturbance in your store, which is not true because we know your store is under heavy surveillance. So now I'm calling you out, Clay Cooley. Show the video that I created a disturbance in your store, because this is not over, and I'm just that petty that I'm going to go along with you on this because you were wrong. I understand that you want to try to get people to go into a new vehicle to, hey, that's your thing, but don't lie and don't scam them because they don't. So I end up talking to somebody at the store, and the guy was like, no, we don't give out thousands of dollars in cash or gift cards to people who don't buy vehicles from us. Well, that's not what the card says. The card said no purchase necessary to win. So you can't have it both ways. If I get a winning card and you don't give it to me because I didn't purchase a vehicle from you, let it be known I'll go purchase a vehicle from the junkyard that's been sitting on cinder blocks for 10 years before I purchase a car from Clay Cooley Nissan or Clay Cooley Auto Group. Let's just let that be clear. So now that we're at this place that you're slandering me by saying that I created a disturbance in your store, Clay Cooley, I'm calling you out to show the video. What you have done is given me another chapter in my next-selling, best-selling autobiography. And if you don't know who I am, perhaps you should have Googled me before you decide to play this game with me, because then you would have known that I'm not the one to do this with. I am a best-selling author of my own autobiography, and if you think that I would not allow myself to go as far with this as possible because you did me wrong, then perhaps you may want to read my book so you can see exactly how I exposed that energy company that I worked for downtown Dallas for all of the wrong that they did. Perhaps you may want to check that out, Clay Cooley. But in the meantime, what we are going to do is we're going to keep going with this, because I'm not going to let you get away with it. And publicly, I'm going to keep going at you, because now, like I said, you slandering me talking about that I created a disturbance in your store when clearly that didn't happen. So I'm telling you to bring out that video of me in that store that day, and people will clearly see I didn't create disturbance. That you all are just liars. And again, you may want to read my book just when you thought you knew me, because you will be in the next one if you don't settle this up right. That's just not a threat. It's just letting you know how it's going to be. And if you don't like it, then it is what it is. But you can't trap people into these situations and then think it's okay to not honor what they won. Clearly, I won a $1,000 card. And if you don't want to give it to me, then you're just going to have to fight me for it in public. And I promise you, I'm just petty enough that I will go all the way with this. And again, you would be in my next book. So guess what? It is what it is. Like I said, if you don't believe me, just read my book and find out how I expose that energy company. They're not happy about it, but hey, when you do stupid shit to people, you have to suffer the consequences. So, Clay Cooley, it's on now. You and I. Peace out.